What they do, y'all. How y'all doing out there? Hopefully you all are doing well and you all had a productive week. What's up, tribe? Aces and Jewels. As you can see, I got a jewel on deck this time, right? So I'm going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marley Fatale.
Okay, that's what's up, Marley. I got Marley on deck, Jules. So I know y'all been asking for it, so I'm bringing it for you all. Today, what we're going to talk about is what's the problem?
You.
All right. Okay.
No, I'm messing with you.
Hey, I like the energy she on, right? So, what's the problem, right? What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Geminis Gemz, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure.
So you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis-Gems.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gems.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe.
Yes.
And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. So we back. What's the problem? What's the problem between us males and females? Why we can't get along, right? So we're going to discuss, you know how we do. So I brought Marley on so she can represent for the jewels, right? And I got y'all aces, all right? So I'm going to let us set it off. Well, what you think is the problem between us and why we can't get along? What you got?
Comprehension.
Okay.
Not only like communication, like you stated earlier, but understanding or listening to understand, not just listening to respond on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
So
with the so I use it kind of different. I say that some people listen to hear, right? They most likely loves to hear what you're saying and think they know what you're trying to say, right? But they're not listening to respond back to you, right? So they let's just throw an example. Let's say she catch me cheating, right? So she catch me cheating or she catch me out with somebody, and it may be my cousin, right? And I tell her straight up, yo, it's my cousin, yo. This is not I just ran into her. You get what I'm saying? This is my cousin. All she hear is you with another female. That's all she see. Whatever she see, that's what she hear. Instead of listening, this could be a long distance cousin. This can be, let me not say long distance, but this could be a cousin I haven't seen in years. And I so happen to run into it. We end up conversating. You end up pulling up. But because of what it looks like, you can assume something that is not. So what you got to say with that?
well, I'm gonna let that be a general answer because I'm one of the niggas. I don't really have them issues. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see you with a girl that's your cousin. What's up, cousin? How we doing? Let's get some shots real quick. Let's get to know each other a little bit better.
Right.
But I do understand it from like a womanly aspect.
Yes.
I just don't have them type of worries and concerns because at the end of the day, even if it's not your real cousin, everything's gonna come to light eventually.
I agree.
So I'm all for it. I have a huge family. You may not meet some of my cousins for years, and we're married. So
Yeah, actually, that happened to me before. I was dating a girl, and the day that we were taking SATs, she ran into her god cousin.
See?
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I had to learn right then and there, you never know when you're going to run into her family. And actually, he said he came from up north just to come down here to take the SAT. Mm-hmm. And she hadn't seen him since they were like little kids. So they seen pictures of each other. That's how they knew who they were. But she never like physically seen him, in a course of years. So that's why sometimes you just sit back, analyze the situation. If that's what it is, that's what it is. So let's get a little bit more spicier. I want you to bring it because you represent the.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Right. So you here for the Jews because the Jews they be wanting to snap on me. from the other episodes that we have done in the past. So I say I gotta bring somebody on that's spicy.
Oh, right? That's why you chose me. Okay.
Right.
Bring the heat. I'm ready. I am ready.
So, one thing I wrote down was communication. The fact that, again, it could go back to the comprehension, but the lack of communication. Women say that guys do not express themselves, and I don't agree with that. I think we do to a certain degree, but you all don't listen. It goes back to the listening. So we sit up there, we may say, you may ask, oh, what's wrong with you? And I may literally say nothing because nothing is wrong. But then you will stir up something, right? And then it becomes something when it's not something. You get what I'm saying?
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I've done it. I am guilty of it, but
Okay.
I'm also a person who reads energy.
Okay.
Especially for my person. I've been around you enough. I know what your schedule consists of, what your face look like when you thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You could be lost in thought.
Right.
Literally tell me, baby, I'm just lost in thought. Don't tell me it's nothing, because obviously it's something, and you sitting here with your face screwed up, and the only time you look like that is when I'm sucking your dick from the back. So help it make sense on why you look like this, and supposedly it's nothing. Now, it could be something as simple as that, or some women, and just like some men, when they want to look for an argument and start some dumb shit to walk out the door.
Right.
I've seen that happen also.
Mm-hmm.
But and some women just be so, oh my God, my man, I need to know what's wrong with him. How can I fix it? When the nigga just wants you to leave him the fuck alone. If
Right.
he's sucking my dick, bitch, back up for 10 minutes. I'm thinking of a master plan. Because one thing I learned from my brothers, my dads, my homeboys, and I'm even the same way. Nigga, when I'm broke or my money is off, leave me alone. It ain't got nothing to do with you. My bread. Something is wrong with my bread right now. So let me think, like, how can I fix this?
Mm-hmm.
What can make this odd end match up? Or maybe just something is just off. It don't even be you sometimes. And this is not just in a relationship, with friendships, with counselors, with teachers, with people in general. 8 times out of 10, if someone has a problem going on right now, it has nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. It has to do with something else. Stop trying to weigh other niggas' problems on your shoulder.
I agree.
Like, so now you sitting here trying to figure out what's wrong with your nigga, and his side bitch could have just broke up with him. Like, he missing Lisa, bitch. You ain't gonna do half the shit Lisa do right now.
Right.
Like, don't get it wrong. You the main bitch for a reason, but goddamn, he love him some Lisa.
Right.
And Lisa gone. His head honcho is gone.
Head honcho is gone.
The bitch who's squirting 3 seconds with the guac 3000 and look, she gone.
She gone.
And he can't tell you his side bitch gone. What the fuck? Like,
oh, man.
he's sad over there, bruh. Or
Go ahead.
What if y'all player got deleted off y'all NBA?
Right.
Y'all just deleted y'all whole career gone.
Let's step in that lane right there. When a guy wants to be by himself, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, cause I have seen it a couple of times on social media with the guy will be in his man cave, let's say, playing the video game, and then she comes in because she's not getting the attention. She comes in, grabs the game, destroy the game. Come on, man, you can't be on that toxicity.
Okay, pause. I don't destroy the. Now, if you hurt me.
Okay.
And I gotta find a way to hurt you back.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about like a simple hurt or a cheat hurt. I'm talking about like if you hurt me, like you came for my heartstrings. And I know that's your heartstring, baby. Mm-hmm. We pulling a heartstring for heartstring. But when it comes to like me wanting your attention, eye for an eye for a left body part, nigga, you got me fucked up. But when it comes to me wanting your attention and you're on the game, me being a slight gamer myself, I'm going to get your attention without stopping the game, sir. If that's me walking in naked in some lingerie, me coming in sucking your dick, me bringing you a plate of food, there's other ways to get a man attention except for plugging out the game mid-game.
Right.
Like, we all some gamers. When you on Call of Duty with your niggas, like, suck his dick. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to unplug it. Right. That nigga, if you suck dick good enough, that nigga's going to lose concentration. Y'all boys, I'm gonna have to be back. Like, I gotta be back. Mute the mic. Like, come on now. It's different ways to catch a man attention, especially if that's your man. You should figure out what triggers him. What is he like? What he don't like. Fuck around, baby. The water's running from the sink, and you have 5 bottles of water leading away from the sink. Not only is he gonna get up and come look, he gonna have a laugh because it's the way you did it.
Right.
It's the way to talk to men. Like, it's not hard to get to know a man or to understand him. Same way, it's not hard to get to know a woman or understand her. It's all on.
No, I beg to differ with that one.
Wait, it's all on choices and communication.
Gotcha.
Because it's just like this. I'm never finna teach a man how to be my man.
Gotcha.
Here's the reason why I will never do it.
I like that.
Because if you actually want to, you will.
Okay.
I remember dating someone for a time period. We went out of town on a vacation. I learned he likes sunrises over sunset, and I know he likes planes.
Okay.
So I took him to go get a Discovery flight.
Okay.
Right? I love sunsets. I was going to book the Discovery flight for sunset. He gets to ride the plane into the sunset. I thought that was gorgeous. That was beautiful. Lo and behold, he likes sunrises better.
That's what's up.
Why would I book something that I like more than what he likes if it's something for him?
I like that.
It's for you. It's for him. You tend to what he likes.
Exactly.
So if you want him to get off the video game, you know your nigga like red lingerie, bitch, put on some red lingerie and walk in that shit.
Right.
You gonna catch his attention.
Right.
It's other ways to do it except for damaging shit.
Facts. I love that idea. I love that point that you made as far as wanting to do what he wants. So what made you discover that he loves sunrises?
We were talking about it. As I say, we were doing
because I know we was
vacations.
we was talking about the communication. So I want you just to.
So we were going on a vacation, and our whole thing was we were doing a 3-day vacation.
Okay.
Our first day in, we were going to just explore the town together. One day was dedicated to me, and one day was dedicated to him.
That's what's up.
We were like taking our notes throughout our whole little relationship, see what we knew about each other, see what we like. So even if we didn't tell each other what we had planned specifically, we kind of like asked little questions. So as I said, for me, it was the sunset. I was like, Papa, I'm obsessed with sunsets. I think sunsets are so gorgeous. His rebuttal to that was like, I'm a sunrise, man. I like to see it go up instead of watch it go down. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Let me put
sauce.
that in my
put a little sauce in there. Yeah.
But you know, and that's what little communications can do, you know. I know this man is the health nerd. Gotcha. He loves everything health and fitness. Okay. So anything health and fitness, anything that's along those alleys, anything like.
Right. So y'all mountain climbing, basically. Y'all mountain climbing.
Well, what does that mean?
Like y'all doing physical activities if y'all out and about. That's why you pause. I get it.
We might be able to do a little bit of something. I mean, I'll go trekking with you.
Okay.
I don't mind trekking. We can do zip lining.
Right.
I'm a nature person, but to go straight to mountain climbing, nigga.
No, I was just saying that as an example.
Oh, I ain't been in the gym in like.
The reason for saying the mountain climbing was because you said he's
fitness,
into fitness and health. So if y'all going out, y'all may just walk a trail.
Yeah, I'm down for. Listen, we could walk a trail. We could go scuba diving. We can go hiking. I mean, but straight in the mountain climbing.
I was just saying that.
And then they got wild animals on mountains. Hold on now.
Y'all may go to like a place that actually you can experience the mountain climbing.
We can rock climb.
Okay, rock climb.
I'm gonna have to cut my nails down, but we can rock climb. Hell yeah, you see these things. Can you imagine me grabbing on that? No.
So you also mentioned basically submitting.
Yes.
So I know nowadays that's a hard thing to do, right? Girls see it as slavery. Men see it as just and I'll put it in not a better term, but I just see it as her walking in her femininity, right? Her being the woman, you know, she's catering to me so that I can do what is needed. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Okay, so I'm at the age and at the time point of my life where I love sitting in my feminine.
Gotcha.
It is one of the biggest joy bringers in my life to just sit down and be a woman and sit in my grace, my peace, my everything.
That's what's up.
It's nothing better but than that feeling. And then to have a man be able to bring you in that feminine more, excellent. I can literally sit in my feminine around you, drunk, sober, whatever. Right. And not have to worry about anything at all. If I never walk with a wallet, you're not going to look at me crazy and be like, bitch, what are you doing? if I'm drunk and I don't like get shit-faced drunk, I don't have to worry about nothing with you. Right. Nothing at all. Right. Like anything. I don't have to worry about not getting home safely. I don't have to worry about getting touched. And these are like even simple pleasures not many people can have around guy friends.
Gotcha.
I'm very grateful for this.
Yes.
And I tell you this all the time.
Yes.
I'm very happy to be your friend. I'm very grateful to have met you.
Yep.
I appreciate you more than you know. And it's not even for those things, but just a general.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Now back to submitting.
Oh, she's
As a
no.
big dog. Let me say this, because I will identify as an alpha female, and I say this because there's a lot of men around me that I will not submit to.
Gotcha.
I will sun you real fast.
Make
you look at make you look at yourself and call your mama and ask her why she didn't teach you a few things real quick. But I'm also one of the biggest ladies you will ever meet. You will see my presence, but you will never hear me certain times, and other times you will hear me before you see me. Listen, it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
It's not hard for me to find a man to submit to, but it takes a good amount for me to submit to someone.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of men aren't men. They're grown men. I mean, they're grown little boys playing in kids' clothes.
Right.
So, like, you want to be a man so much and so bad until it's time for you to be a man. You don't know how to change a tire. You don't know how to lead. You don't know how to take control when you need to. You wouldn't know how to find... You don't know the difference between a flathead and a Phillip. Come on now. Sir. I feel like
get it together.
Listen. And I feel like it's a lot of men out here who feel like, I'm a certain age. I'm a man now. You got to do. No, sir. It's more than just being a certain age for you to be qualified as a man.
Gotcha.
It's more than you making a certain amount for you to be qualified as a man. Because yes, you can have 6 figures, 7 figures, but you still don't have a man's mentality.
Right.
So what are you doing now except for financing everything? You're not going to be able to lead.
Right.
You can't tell me what the fuck to do.
Right.
Damn sure can't, because, oh, baby, I got the money. Baby, I don't need your money.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what? Except for your money, what are you going to do for me?
Right.
How can you help me?
Right.
If I have a problem business-wise, because I'm a very business-oriented person, can I come to you and say, like, hey, Papa, this is what I'm thinking of. This is what I'm looking into. What do you think about this? You have no idea about finances. You only have debit cards. Not saying debit cards are bad. You don't know nothing about credit leveraging. You don't know anything about traveling. You've never been outside of your city, let alone your state. You don't have anything called, what's the word I'm looking for? Culture, experience.
Right.
You haven't looked into another language. Not saying you have to speak it fluently, but look into something.
Right.
Try to grow, expand your palate. All you know is chicken nuggets and mashed potatoes. You don't know what a mushroom tastes like. You don't know what lettuce, Brussels sprouts.
Open your palate
like.
a little bit. Yeah.
At least my theory to everything: try everything once, at least one time.
Right.
Just once.
Right.
Like let me tell you, I learned about oysters this year. I like them cooked. I don't like them raw.
Okay.
Oysters, Rockefellers for maestros. With a lemon drop.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's so good.
All right.
But yes, no. Just because you feel like you're a man doesn't mean it. And another thing I like to see our men, our black men, our Spanish men, or just men in general do, is look into yourself. Look for, like, I want to say, don't be afraid to go to therapy, right? But it's not just therapy. It's the self-reflection and self-healing that I feel like a lot of our men are missing. A lot of us act out inside of our wounded child or our childhood trauma.
Right.
And not realize why we move certain ways and why we act the way we do, and unfortunately bleed out on other people, then wonder why these other people don't want to be around you.
Yep.
That self-reflection and that self-healing is making a man and a woman. Not just a man, but for a man and a woman. I feel like both are necessary.
Okay.
So even if you don't want to go to therapy, can you do the self-reflection and the self-healing on your own accord?
Right. Okay. So I'm a just chop it up by pieces from what you said initially. Alpha woman, right? Don't believe in that. There's no such thing as that to me, because it's nothing that should make you be an alpha when you are feminine. The reason why is because it's power in your femininity. You get what I'm saying? It's more power in that than you trying to play the role of a man.
Agreed.
You get what I'm saying? So let's say if you do act that way out there, that's putting you as well as whoever you're with in jeopardy. Life's in danger because some people retaliate. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to certain type of energy that's presented to them. Like me, when I see it, I know how I want to react to it. So what I do is I just get really, really quiet. You get what I'm saying? To the point I want to become a ghost. Because if I really show who I am to that individual woman being an alpha, I'm gonna respond like she's a dude. You get what I'm saying? And not to say that you all don't have no power, you all do. It's just within this frame, feminine, right?
See, but you have to understand, being around you is one thing.
Gotcha.
Being around other people who have no clear mind state, who have no understanding, don't know how to speak. They don't know how to carry themselves.
Gotcha.
Like, literally, I have to be on 10 to protect myself.
Now, I do see it, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I do see it because I remember I just left from out here and I was going to work and the girl was underneath the hood. You get what I'm saying? And the guy was in the car on the phone. Bro, it's no way.
That's not an alpha.
You get what I'm saying?
That's just fucking stupid. Excuse my language.
No, it's not so much of her trying to be an alpha. She was so frustrated because I heard her yelling. You get what I'm saying? She was fussing like, why am I looking under the hood? Why am I lifting the hood? You should be doing it. You get what I'm saying?
That's not her being an alpha. That's her being stupid. You settled with a beta man.
That's how
and that's the thing about it. I'm not settling. I learned that as a child. Unfortunately, with my baby fathers, I was loving for love reasons.
Gotcha.
Not more so as of, I need to get with this man to better myself. It was more so, okay, I love you. Do you love me?
Right.
What can our love grow to be? Instead of, okay, I am this type of woman.
Right.
How can you help me grow and achieve what I'm trying to achieve in life?
Gotcha.
How can I help you grow and achieve what you're trying to achieve in life?
Gotcha.
Not a lot of people think with that mindset, and unfortunately, sweetheart don't love herself enough to realize that.
I agree.
The end of the day.
I agree. Because there's no way that you should have been calling. You haven't been calling your dad. Because that's what she was like, I'm going to have to call my dad. And I'm like, why? When he's in the car.
If I have to call my brother.
Right.
If I had to call my daddy, rest in peace, daddy, I love you so much.
Right.
If I have to call any of my uncles or anyone for anything, and I don't mean like I need help and to come help you, but I mean you're there and I have to call, nigga, we not together. We not together. You lucky I don't have my brother beat your ass because we're not together. Okay, I said this too many times. If I have to call someone else for protection and you're there, we're not together. If I have to call someone for finances and you're there and you can't assist me at all, we are not together.
Gotcha.
If I need to call someone to help with a car and you haven't even tried, baby, we ain't together. You need your ass whooped for intimidating a man. You need your ass whooped. Listen, you the real Joanna man, bitch, not her. Okay? All right? Because this don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense because that's just like you being home and you calling your mama because I'm not washing your clothes properly.
I agree.
It's like you being home and you calling your mama because I can't fix your plate or cook for you properly.
I agree.
It's like you being home and calling your mama for to walk me through sex. It don't make no fucking sense. It doesn't make sense.
Facts.
So I am not going to do it. Me personally, what I settled for as a child and what I'm settling for now as an adult, baby, I'm not settling. Now I know my education, I'm not settling. So why the fuck would I settle with a man?
I agree, as well as men should be the same. You get what I'm saying? Not to settle for the ones because they want to get play from a female. You get what I'm saying? So, but I just want to reflect on something else you mentioned. What is a man without a wallet, right? You mentioned the fact that, you get what I'm saying, a man only can present to you money. But what are you without the money, right? So I posed a question as far as females. What are you all without sex? Now, understand, I'm not talking about you, and you know that. Okay. So most women only can give sex. They don't even do that right. You get what I'm saying?
I heard.
You get what I'm saying? But that's all they can give. And so when a man is, the reason why I say we have the problem is because when you only, I'm gonna go from you first. When you only dating a guy that only can offer money and nothing else, it's hard to grow.
True.
Vice versa. Or on the other side of the spectrum, when a man is dating a girl and the only thing she can offer is sex, and it's hard for me to grow as a man. So how can we find a solution in a problem if you was to give advice for, like, let's say your little sister, if she was running into...
So first things first, I spoil my siblings. So money don't move you. My god sister right now has an allowance from me. She gets every week or every month.
Right.
God damn it, even both sometimes.
Okay.
There's nothing she needs that I do not provide or her parents are not providing for her.
Right.
I do that for the sole fact of, baby, if I'm doing it, why the fuck can't he?
Okay.
You don't go lower than what I show you.
Now, with that, you can raise a bar too high.
Well,
Because you can run into trouble later on, because then she is set on that providing. Now she can miss something else. Because I was teaching my sister that. Like, I got you, but you got to understand that if I set the bar too, she got 3 brothers. If we set the bar too high, it's going to be impossible for some guy to step in your life. So we got to kind of,
well, to a certain extent,
Got
I'm
you.
teaching her
Got you.
not the bare minimum,
Okay.
but above it.
Okay.
Like, she's not getting expensive gifts like Louis Vuitton
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Apple products every 3 weeks. But
Yeah,
she
no
has
doubt.
an allowance to get what she needs done. If she wants something that's constructive, she's going to get it.
Right.
She gets flowers every 2 weeks. You know, the basic loving on that some people just don't get. They don't know that a man is supposed to a certain extent, tend to you. Not saying that he's supposed to bring you a gift every time he sees you, but if he knows you don't feel good, at least a chocolate, at least something that you like, something pink if you like pink, some flowers if you like flowers. If you don't feel good, at least, baby girl, how can I help? That attentiveness, even if it's not monetary.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? It's not more so as me raising that bar for providing. It's also the care, the love, the attentiveness. It's the whole that I provide
get-
for that child.
I get what you're saying.
That I want anyone to come bare minimum to my level,
Right.
because that's what I believe we all needed.
Gotcha.
Because if I was raised to that bare minimum level,
Gotcha.
certain shit would never pass. If I was under my dad more, a lot of shit would have never passed. But
Right.
also because of me being under my father and him and my grandmother giving me nothing but love, at first all I thought I needed was nothing but love.
Right.
I didn't know about looking at the finances and the
Right.
structure and the childhood, how they big thing, look at how they treat their parents,
Facts.
look at the mother,
Facts.
look at the grandmother, look at the relation. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause-
Because I'm well-rounded. I'm very respectful. I'm an island child.
Right.
I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I can take care of everything. So I didn't need you to do nothing for me but to love me, because I
Right.
had everything else set.
Okay. But the expectation can be set too high. You know, sometimes where the guy doesn't even have a chance in some girls' eyes, because the dad has set the bar too high. The parents, the siblings has set it too high. So I think that's where you have to kind of pull back some and let them experience. And I listen, and you may get a different hit from that than I will, but I have seen it, because what happens is later on in life, they regret it. They be like, man, I should have just went on ahead and dated that guy, even though he didn't give me everything. You get what I'm saying? Everything he gave, everything I expected because of this individual, they end up saying, shoot, because I had a coworker like that. She still regrets it to today. She could have been married. She could have been setting off in the, in the wind. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead.
But it's not a regret. It's a lesson learned.
No, not when you 40, 50 years
I mean,
old.
but
It's
that's the
still
thing about
looking.
it. It's supposed to be a lesson learned at that time for you to adapt, morph, and move forward.
Now-
The fact that she
Okay.
hasn't understood that lesson yet is the reason why she's still going through what she's going through.
Let me say it this way. She has moved on with her life, right? But the one thing she reflects on, and let me put it this way. The one thing she realizes, she didn't get that chance with anybody else. Everybody else was something she had to settle for. That guy was the guy she was for. And that's sometimes you all women do not understand. You all think because of youth, beauty, that you're going to get that second chance in life. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Not for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
I understand.
But some women, they don't get that second chance. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't want to set a standard that is so high or even, let's say, above average. Okay? Just so that when they walk in it, they'll miss their chance at that one guy. You get what I'm saying?
One more time, lesson learned. Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, I know I'm a girl that a few guys reflect on and be like, damn, I lost a good one.
Right.
But I've seen good women out there also.
Yes.
To my level, above it and below it. So with that being said, it's a lesson learned. Learn what you did wrong. Apply it to life and adapt so you can never have this issue again.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that same exact man will turn the corner, but God damn it, one very similar.
Hopefully.
Above, no, definitely. Now, she didn't learn her lesson. She will keep scaring these men away. It's very true.
Okay, right.
You will keep scaring these same men away if you do not learn your lesson. You do not understand how to adapt and move forward. Because as I said, there is only one of you, but there are multiple variations. So just because you lost that one man, it doesn't mean there's not another man out there very similar. Never said it's just like him.
I get you.
Never said it's him.
I get you.
It could be someone above him, someone below him, or even similar caliber. But you will find another man who loves you almost to the same extent. It will never be the same because it's never the same person.
Gotcha.
But you will learn and you will adapt and you will move forward. But if she's still going through the same thing at that age, she has to do self-reflection. She has to see what is the problem that she's missing. And just like you said, that bar could have been too high. Cool. I learned that growing up. My bar was too high at certain levels and too low others.
Gotcha.
You have to adjust and move forward.
Gotcha.
If you can't sit there and reflect on what you got going on and what you done did and how things happened and why it played out, what did you do to let it happen? What did he do to let it happen? What did you let slide in the beginning you shouldn't let slide again?
Right. Or check it once it happened.
Pretty much. It's different ways. Because I was a person who used to sit back and watch. I would sit there and let you do whatever the fuck you want to do and watch. And then instead of just checking it, I just walk away.
Gotcha.
I would just walk away because at the end of the day, you should have more respect. You should have more understanding. You should have da-da-da. But a lot of these men would be like, why didn't you just talk to me about it? Why didn't you just say something if it was bothering you?
Right.
Why you didn't da-da-da?
Can't read your mind. Right.
And all you had to do was say something and I would have adjusted properly. I didn't know. They're coming from, and a lot of things we both do, men and women, we both base ourselves on the last relationship or situationship we came out of and try to bring those same structures to what we got going on with something new.
And that's a whole different person.
Whole different person, whole different mind frame. It's a whole different way they like their pussy licked, whole different way he like his dick suck. It's a whole different way everyone likes everything differently. Gotcha. Some people don't like no salt. Some people want all the salt in the world in their food.
Right.
Different boats, different floats.
Right.
So you got to understand everybody's different.
Yeah.
As long as you could check you on what you got going on and you know wholeheartedly you tried, you should never have any problems. I have no regrets in life.
Gotcha.
I wish I did certain things differently, but lesson learned and definitely adapted with a lot of things. And the things that I didn't learn, I promise, I'm going to end up going back through.
Gotcha.
It's life.
Right.
It's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're looking at it through a realistic lens. You get what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. So we're going to move further on. And I put down knowing what you want. I think we have a hard time communicating what we want. And I'm going to say this, sticking to it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you just said the pussy licking and dick sucking. You get what I'm saying? Like, sticking to it. Actually sticking to the fact that you love your feet rub on Tuesday at 7 p.m. You get what I'm saying? Like, and staying true and not adjusting. Now, this is the thing. With me, with the jewels, I try to tell them to stay within this parameter. But I learned with a lot of women, they love to move the bar. So you set the parameters, right? What do I want? I want this from you, right? I want you to make sure you hug me, show me respect or whatever I may set, right? But what happens is you'll set the bar and then they'll keep trying to push it. Let me get a little bit more. Let me do a little bit more. Let me get, you know what I'm saying? So as they pushing the bar, it's like, and then when I snap, they like, okay, let me go back to what you said originally so that you won't leave, right? So,
well,
go ahead.
Like you said, certain bars, certain limits, certain, expectations, we all try to figure out how to compromise with to a certain extent.
Gotcha.
As you said with your sister and other women and myself, we would want certain things certain ways and we would love to have our way all the time. But unfortunately,
shoot, I should throw like the whole gym racket.
But unfortunately, you got to understand and you have to compromise with your man. I would love to be fucking 8 times a day, but he gotta work. So you gotta leave the man alone. As soon as he come in, some men just ain't into doing certain things. Some men just want to come home, take a shower, lay down, talk to you, rub his back for 10 minutes and go to bed. Some women want no parts of that. You came home, come clap these cheeks. It's time to fuck. That man wants no part of that. This is his unwind time. Better yet, lo and behold, you better be happy the man wants you in his face. Some men just want time to themselves.
I agree.
Everyone is different. So walking into a relationship, and I say this very sparingly because I haven't been in one in a year plus.
Okay.
I do not run into relationships no more. I honestly do not see myself in a relationship until I am engaged.
Gotcha.
And I say this because people are weird. People are funny.
Wow.
People move the way they want to move. And then you call yourself settling for a relationship for them to still do what they want outside of your relationship.
Okay.
I'm not settling until I'm getting married.
Gotcha.
It's just, it don't make no sense. We can try to move. We can try to accommodate. We can try to compromise. But
that island just came up out of you. Go ahead. Keep going.
But if that other person doesn't respect it, appreciate it, and value it, it's a waste.
Gotcha.
Because now here you are with your standards that were here and what you needed done here. You done brought it down to here. They done brought their thing up to here. Now they're tired of even being here, not knowing you came from here to here.
Right.
And them don't appreciate that you stepped down. And now all of a sudden they feel like this is too much, and they start acting stupid.
You speaking facts.
Now
right
you
there.
feel like you wasted your time, your energy, and you trying to deal with someone else, trying to get them to understand and love you, because you're trying to understand and love them, and they walk away. Now you feel like what? You should have never dropped it in the first place.
Right.
You should never try to compromise.
Right.
And that's not fair.
Right. But then don't request something you're not able to put in the work to get.
Very true.
You know.
But how will I know? At first, men will say, just some women too, but men will say anything to kind of be with you. I've learned that from experience.
Well, I agree with that, because I believe we finesse. You know, men finesse and women finesse. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's the bigger finesser, but we all finesse to get whatever we want out of that dynamic. But what I was referring to is that if you know your intentions, like I know my intentions, if I get with someone, like I told someone before, listen, I'm not looking for a relationship, right? So as the months go by, because we was, you know, she's spending the night and different things like that, now she thinks that we're in a full throttle relationship. And I told her, listen, you know, I told you what it is. I know I'm moving a particular way, but this is what I want. And so as the time progressed, I started to give into giving her the relationship, which was fine with me because I'm not dating, I'm not talking to no one, this, that, and the third. So why not? But then if I start to switch up, you got to remember.
You ain't never wanted it in the first place.
You have to remember that. Now, am I playing games? I don't believe so, because I already set the presidents, and then now I moved into it. But now if I want to renege, I can, because I already said it.
To a certain extent, that's where communication comes in. Because if you have her believing, okay, I understand what you're saying. Nobody wanted a relationship, or you didn't want the relationship in the first place.
Well, she came in with that gangster talk too.
Okay, well, cool. Y'all both agreed no relationship at first. But then again, things progressed in the way of a relationship manner.
Yep.
So now you're like, you know what? Cool, I'll play along. Ain't like I'm fucking sucking talking to nobody else like that. You is my only person, so let's do it.
Right.
But now as time progresses, you feel like now you're ready to be free again. Communication. Hey, remember that our conversation we had when we first started?
I like that.
I know that things progressed in a way that we feel like it's a relationship, but I am back into my original mind state of not wanting to pursue a relationship. And I would like to know how you would like to move forward. Mm-hmm. Would you like to cut all ties? Would you like us to still do what we do, but less of it? Mm-hmm. I would recommend, like, my thing about it, when people act like that and they say they don't want a relationship, date multiple people. Because what end up happening is you end up getting tied. And as you said, you kind of fell into a trap. And it's not really a trap per se. Right. But like,
you just fall in a little hole.
Exactly.
Right.
But if your mind is settled on just one person, that's why you have that one person and you fall in. But now you find yourself back to your flow when you're going back out, you partying, you this. You find someone else who catch your attention the same way this girl caught your attention. Mm-hmm. And now you're ready to be free again. Yeah. It's not fair to her.
I agree.
But we're human.
Right.
So communication. Hey, we had this agreement at first. I'm falling back into my old habits. What would you like to do?
So you say that, right? You just triggered something.
Trigger.
Oh, yeah. So I've seen this before. I probably experienced it too, where the girl feels like she can level up. Because men just want to probably talk to other women. But women say, you know what, I see the grass is greener on the other side, right? Or I can level up something. So even speaking to that point, I agree. I agree in communication before the guy snaps, right? I believe you let him know, hey, listen, I'm kind of like, I want to be free. You know, I want to start dating other guys. And I think you'll have more success in doing it instead of just jumping off the porch and going running, coming home late. You get what I'm saying?
Let me tell you one thing about jumping off the porch. When you bruise them knees, baby, and you can't come back, let me tell you, jump, baby, jump. I'm going to let you jump.
Facts.
I'm not catching you, though.
Facts.
I'm not doctoring you. I'm not finna heal you. I'm gonna point you to Memorial down the street, baby, because they're the best ones to help you. Because I am too real for that.
Facts.
You literally could have been like, listen, I just want some space right now. I want some time. I want to go do my own thing. All I would have said was either understand that I'm finna do it too, or I don't want no parts of this,
right?
Or let's come back and have this conversation in a few months,
right?
It's always an option. Don't take my option away from me.
Gotcha.
Do not plan for me.
Listen, I agree with that.
Do not plan for me. Do not say how I'm going to react to something because, like, my last situationship. Okay. Perfect example. When we started talking, I was not in the mind state to date because I just lost my father. I just came out of a long-term relationship like a few months prior to, so I'm over here rebuilding myself. Right. And it was just went from us conversating and just being there for each other to whatever the fuck it evolved into, which was a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, a lot of this and a lot of that. You're mine.
That roller coaster ride.
One more time. You're mine. I'm yours. Very territorial over it. But then again, he started speaking to other people, which when we first started talking, we agreed no relationships, right? My only thing about it was whenever you're ready to branch out again, tell me. Right? Just tell me. We figure out how we want to move forward. Just all I ask is just tell me. He didn't do such thing. He started acting weird. I looked at it at first, and I hate when people make me question myself. I know what I see, but because I'm hurt, I don't want to leak my hurt onto you. So now I'm doubting myself on what I'm seeing. So he decided to say other people started acting funny. I started acting weird, and then I realized what the fuck was going on. So when I approached him about it at first, it was very angry, very and I'm mad and I'm hurt because you tried me, bitch. Right. Not the other way around. Now, if I light your shit on fire and burn your house to the fucking ground for playing with my emotions,
be doing that now.
Shitting me.
You can't.
Shitting me. We had an understanding. The understanding was when you're ready to do your own thing, you come back and you speak to me.
Gotcha.
I didn't get that understanding back from you. You decided what you want to do, and at the end of the day, the best response you could give me is that you didn't want to lose me. Now you lost me. You lost me doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do, not appreciating my mind state. Because at the end of the day, the first thought was, let's talk about it.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question with that. Are you really ready to have that type of conversation?
Every time. Hurt me with the truth. Don't comfort me with a lie. I'd rather tear up for 2 seconds and be like, okay, what's next? Than sit here and be in a false happiness.
Because us guys don't believe in, and I'm pretty sure you all have experienced it with males, but us guys don't believe that women can have to handle the truth. Now, before you go on your tangent, your tangent ride, your rant, the reason for saying that is because emotions. True. You get what I'm saying? As I'm having the conversation, you start to hear and not listen to respond. You get what I'm saying? So as I'm telling you, hey, listen, I believe that I'm at a point in my life where I feel like moving on. Now, can you really receive that?
Yes. I may not like it.
I know you, because you asked for it. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying women generally, right, cannot handle that type of pressure, that type of talk, because then the talk becomes too harsh. oh, you leaving something out, or you're not telling the truth. So I love the fact of having the conversation, but when it's had, I think that's what the disconnect, because the understanding is clearly not in the room anymore. You know, so I just wanted to throw that out there because I love your resolve for the situation, but 9 times out of 10, dealing with immature women and emotional immaturity, you get what I'm saying? It's hard to deal with that. It's hard to even come to a woman with that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I throw that out there. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I agree. I used to be emotional as hell, but I've always been tougher than most. Thankful for my father for raising me like a little nigga, because that will help me understand a lot of things. Thankful for my brother for having me around. Thankful for my adopted brothers. Shout out to Shannon, Devin, and the rest of the crew. Y'all made sure y'all held me down in how I was supposed to move. Listen, sis, when you see this, you go this way. When you see this, do not question it. I was very blessed to have family members and brothers to make sure they guided me on the proper trail to show you what the fuck to do and what the fuck not to do. A lot of my brothers were hoes. So I was able to see a hoe from the main point.
Right.
I never got the whole treatment. I've fell with a few hoes before, but you know, I know pretty much to say I didn't know would be stupid.
Gotcha.
I was able to identify, and what a lot of women and men can do, you can identify something bad for you, but you still pursue it, thinking either A, you can change it, or B, they're going to change for you. And it never works. I
love the fact that you brought that out, because that's what some of us do. We think that we can change.
Or they're going to change for us, and it never works that
way. Right. They be
stupid. You stupid.
So even in the dynamic of having a, let's say, conversation, right? Communication, right? What I seen and what I have heard, that women like to move the goalposts as we're talking. You get what I'm saying? Because of the emotional roller coaster. So let me just give you an example, right? So she's fussing at me because she found a number in my phone, right? So now I say, well, you was talking to Joe Smo at your job. You remember? And then she would say, well, that was nothing. I told you he was my brother, but you didn't take the trash out.
Bitch, what? The fuck they got to do with a number?
Right. And that's what I'm getting at. Right there in a conversation. And I just throw that wild one out there about the whole trash. But then she may say something sexually. Well, that's why you don't satisfy me. You get what I'm saying? Which had nothing to do with A. You just went to, you get what I'm saying? But that's what typically happens in a conversation, especially if it's heated or you have called the person out. And the reason why I say, what is the problem? Why is it that you have to move the goalpost instead of us finding the solution, the resolve for A?
Because a lot of people are immature and do not know how to take accountability. And
I love the fact that you said that, because I believe that. And I have always vocalized that. I believe that immaturity has a lot to play with, always changing up. The emotion, that's why I say I want a girl that's well developed, especially emotionally, because I don't need all of this.
Accountability.
I need this. Exactly.
It's not even being developed. And I have to, one more time, thank my parents for raising me and my grandparents the way they did. Accountability is very big in our household. If you did it, bitch, own up and say you did it.
I agree.
Off rip. I felt this way because of this. And I learned that in growing up, especially more so as a young adult, an adult now, I learned that when I say, hey, I feel this way because of this, especially in a relationship or a friendship, we get way further than me trying to push off the blame on something or wait for something to trigger off something, because I felt this way because you did this kills everything else, because there's no question on why is she moving a certain way. No, I told you that because you decided to sneeze without covering your mouth,
right?
And now I'm sick because of you. I want nothing to do with you, because I stated it 4 times, please, when you sneeze, cover your mouth. Gotcha. So now instead of me not saying it, every time you sneeze, I look at you crazy, and all of a sudden I'm just acting weird because now I done got sick. I don't want nothing to do with you no more. And now I'm finding little petty ways. It's because you left the door open when you walk out, because you forgot to take out the trash. No, No, I'm not a big person of sugarcoating shit. I don't want nothing to do with you because I actually asked 4 fucking times to cover your mouth before you sneeze, and now I'm sick, and obviously you don't give a fuck about what I have to say, and I'm tired of repeating myself. Accountability.
I like it.
It leaves a lot of gray areas, black and fucking white.
I feel you on that.
Because like I appreciate it. Because like without this accountability or even responsibility of your own emotions,
yes,
no one can help you.
Yep.
Because if I don't know what's wrong with you or what triggered you, I'm going to keep triggering you, and I won't even do it on purpose. I'm a person who will have the best intentions. I will do everything with the best intentions and piss a lot of people off on accident. And I only meant good. Like, I used to cry about this growing up. I would only mean good and try to help someone, and they would hate me, and I would not know why.
Just being honest and real.
Listen.
That's crazy.
Not even just being honest and real. I done had someone who, let me think, growing up as a child, their parents would be home, and they had like a grandmother in the house. And before they got home, I would go by the grandmother's house and help her do whatever she needed to do. So if it was take out the trash, wash the dish or something else. And then they got mad at me, the child. Oh, you're overdoing it. You're overstepping me in my own house. Huh? You're not home. You said you don't like doing it. I'm just sitting here trying to help out with your friends, right? Isn't this what you would want a friend to do? Come help you in the past. But now I'm overshining them. I'm making them look. And I wasn't doing it no type of way except for I see the grandma need help. Yeah. I'm a grandmother person. If any grandparent come out the corner, I'm tending to the grandparent immediately.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
So, like, I didn't do it to mean I didn't mean to make them look bad. I'm not trying to make them look, someone look down on you. True. I was just trying to help. And now you hate me. Because I was trying to help. Best intentions, best delivery. Nobody like it, though.
Gotcha. So, I love the accountability part. So, I'm going to move to one. One that's, I'm going to say triggering, but doing wifely duties and don't have the commitment, right? So us as guys, we're doing husband. I don't even know how to say it correctly. Husbandly type of duties as men, right? Because we don't even say it, because we always talk about what she does, right? So us men, we do the husbandly duties for the females and don't get the commitment. And I'm talking about real commitment. I'm not talking about this foo-foo stuff that she plays the part until she get what she wants. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about something that is consistent. You get what I'm saying? Constant. And I'm talking about every day.
Now, when you say that play the part until you get the part and then you leave, that's exactly why it's no relationship till engaged. For me,
I get you,
because like a lot of people will do certain things for a short period of time or for a time period, and then after a while they just go about their business and it don't make no sense. Like what changed all of a sudden from last month to this month? You was just happy with everything then. What happened? Now another woman done did something different to do something else. You see something else that untriggered you. Maybe something I did rubbed you wrong and you never said it. So now it done build up, and what happened? I don't understand the change, but yet here I am fully invested, committed, everything else, not knowing no better. Right. But as you were saying, I mean, I can't speak on that. And I'm going to tell you why. I am guilty of doing the wifely duties. I'm guilty. I can't help it. I don't.
It's automatic.
It is. For me, it is. I come into your house, I cook, I clean, I will wash your clothes, I will tend to everything, make your appointments. You won't have to worry about nothing. I'm buying things for you when I hit the store. And it's not even because of anything else, but just because I know you like certain things. I can't help it. That's why I was like, I know I'm a wife. Right. I know I carry wife tendencies. So I don't really settle in relationships easily, because when I give it, I give my all. I don't know how to half-ass.
I feel you.
I can't half-ass. It's never been my thing. So I can't speak on that. I'm guilty of the wifely duties. Very, very guilty. Like, give me about 20 more minutes. I'm about to jump up in your kitchen after I go pick up my kids. Like, right. Because it's like I can't help it. I'm a mother and I'm a wife. Off rip. I've been a mother since before I was a mother. I've been a wife before I even got married.
Got you.
It's just what I do.
Got you. So the problem is, that's the problem. If that makes sense, right? It is. And I think we need to get to a place where we put certain things on pause. Like I was telling somebody, why you think sex is more important than, is less important than cooking for the individual. I think cooking you should put before giving the person sex.
Very much so.
You get what I'm saying? So why would you wait to be a wife to cook for a guy instead of actually? Because I have heard several females say that. You'd rather, because your butt horny, we understand you're hot in the butt, right?
Better go masturbate.
So if that's the way you move, I don't agree. I believe you should have stepping stones in your relationship. And the guy ain't meeting the quota. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. If the woman isn't meeting the quota men, we gotta set a bar. We have to. And if we don't, we'll be used. Especially the good guys. Because they come last. So then we become barbaric, we become brutes, and doing things by force. Bring it to me.
So one thing I have about myself, especially when dating, is I do not rush sex. Sex is a very big blinder for a lot of people.
I agree.
They will push things aside because they have good sex with the person. And they be afraid to lose that good dick sucker, that good dick rider, the good dick putter downer, the good pussy eater because of certain things. And if I fuck you quickly, I'm not going to have anything to do with you. I am a big person of intimacy, and intimacy just has not have anything to do with sex with me.
Okay.
I like intimacy of getting to know someone. I like quality time. I like personal touch. If you cannot touch me, I don't like you. I'm not joking. I am so serious.
Gotcha.
Forehead kisses are essential.
Gotcha.
If you, as my person, can kiss my forehead and I don't look at you crazy, I love you. Like, no, seriously.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Because, like, certain things, like kissing on the mouth. No, you're not kissing my mouth.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't know where your mouth has been. I done seen niggas eat my ass and go kiss their girlfriend, so I didn't even know they had a girlfriend. And, like, you a nasty nigga, okay?
Right.
I don't allow certain things. Like, it's just not okay for me. So growing up, I had a high sex drive, super high sex drive. But what I realized is I never really knew most of these people, at least not deeply. And then sex brings soul ties. As I got older, I got deeper within myself. I got to know myself better. I am very spiritual. Soul ties are real. I will know that you're having a bad day before you speak to me. I don't need to know this about 4 other people.
Right.
I like to have clarity, transparency. Like, I can't do it. We throw sex around too much these days, and there's a reason why we have such high STDs and HIV rates.
I agree.
It's okay. I'm good. Hard pass. I got this thing in my pocket called Azul. That nigga do wonders, okay? Because, like, think about it like this. They have, like, this thing they say, before you go on a date, catch a nut.
Yep.
They say before you go on a date, catch a nut, because then the person won't be as intriguing, or everything they say won't, like, just make your dick hard, your pussy wet, because now you're thinking with a clear mind. Now you know that it's not just because they cute. They actually make sense. They actually have a head on their shoulders. They actually know what they're talking about. They actually know what they're doing, compared to, he's so fine, girl, my coochie's just jumping. And the nigga over here talking about green and blue makes red, and the fuck is you talking about? Like, that don't even make no fucking sense. But because he fine, you letting it slide. Because he could fuck you and make you come 7 times in 5 minutes, you think he's God. And now, 10 years down the line, you done got married to the dumbass and realized all he good for is fucking and nothing else. Now you're maintaining a household by yourself, children by yourself, doing everything by yourself, and you're wondering why you're by your fucking self. Because this man was good for nothing but sex, but you couldn't see that at first.
Right. And I would use the same analogy as far as women. Because you have some households where the guy is doing everything and the woman is just home with the kids.
Sex is blinding.
Right. I agree with that.
Sex is blinding.
Now, as far as the soul ties, I really don't believe in that, being a spiritual person, because I believe you don't have sex with your parents, but you still tied in. You get what I'm saying?
That's a different type of tie.
Again, just going off of just the analogy of what it is. A soul tie, you're going to be soul tied to. That's why I digress with that. You get what I'm saying? Because
sexual soul tie, paternal soul ties, and maternal soul ties are completely different.
Because when you pass away, it's no soul ties. You're being judged by your own soul. That's why I take away from that. And it's what you cleanse yourself with, how you cleanse yourself. True. That's why I walk that way. You get what I'm saying? I don't. That's not the trigger. You know, the back and forth with that, because people believe what they believe. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So that I'm just saying my spiel on that particular situation.
And I'm here for it.
So so with that, it's just the whole, and I agree with the whole makeup that it's a very a distractor in it. But then I say this, men ain't gonna care.
Shit, and me, you don't care when your pockets is empty and that bitch leave you for another nigga.
But I'm talking about the first date thing, right? You get what I'm saying?
Well,
because we physical, right?
You gotta understand, if I fuck you, and I'm talking about on our first 3 dates, and I fuck you, and then you wondering like 2 months why you don't hear from me no more, that's your fault. I never got to know you, and I no longer interested by you.
That's crazy, but that's not my fault.
That's not mine either. You should have never kept trying to fuck me. Like, I'm dead ass serious, because like, it's one thing to have a sexual attraction, but after that sexual attraction fades, what else do we have here?
I agree. Now, I definitely agree with that, because I believe in having fun. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person that we can sit on the couch, you know, do our watch TV, play cards. You get what I'm saying? Go outside, kick ball, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I believe in creating memorable moments. That's why I go to the max of certain things. But if it comes down to the individual and we have sex, I think I'm gonna still look at the person the same. I may be more drawn in, but this is me. I'm taking it myself. But I'm gonna say this too, with other guys I have talked to, it doesn't matter, because if a girl is attractive because she's, you know, we are physical beings. Now us watching the woman and it's like, yo, you're so beautiful, gorgeous, man. It don't matter.
Now, is she gorgeous with bad coochie and bad credit?
Yeah,
and bad morals.
But this is the thing. Men will, because they're getting play, because a lot of men don't get play. It's like the top 1% of guys probably get play, especially nowadays because of social media. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of average guys, they're not getting play like that. I know 2 of my coworkers ain't getting laid, and I know that for sure. Now, they're good guys. They got their own place, car. They make money, overtime. They work hard, no kids. They do all that, but they ain't getting no play. But the woman that got, you know, the 11,000 kids, the bad credit, all that stuff, even if she got garbage head and she wide open.
Now, how many of those men are sticking around?
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is she's still getting plugged.
I mean, but it ain't just about being plugged.
And sometimes guys would stay there. They may not stay there. They may not stay there for 5 years, but they'll stay there for 3. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, they stay there until they tired of it and find something better.
I agree. Now
you're just a placeholder.
Until the guy has the opportunity, because men don't get opportunity like that. So for women, it's totally different. You can say the 3-date thing, you know, and then, okay, you got it. All right, I'm done with you. Men can't do that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, like, man, I don't care.
I've seen men cut women off because they just wasn't hold to the...
They get play. I put money on it. They got to get play.
I know men, like I've been telling women, we got to raise our standards, baby. Certain things we don't deal with. Men, we say we don't want to deal with, we will, because we're trying to compromise. If a man tell you he don't like it, you keep doing it, that man gonna cut you off.
I agree.
Now, that's what I'm talking about, women raising their standards and their levels. That same way a man will be really quick to cut you off and move on from you to another woman, you need to be able to do the same with a man. Play or no play. A man sometimes just won't settle for certain bullshit.
I agree with that. And women won't either.
To a certain extent.
So you think that we're...
just how you say some men don't get play, some women don't get play. Like, it just don't work out. I swear to God. Like, I ain't been laid in months.
Yo,
and it's not.
Wait, don't blow past that. Let's be realistic.
It's not because I can't, right?
Oh, okay.
I know exactly what you were gonna say. That's why I was gonna.
Okay.
And it's not because I can't. It's just like, okay, after sex, what's next?
Okay, I got you on that. But see, that's by choice. You have that option. Men don't, and that's what I'm trying to get you to see. Men don't.
Some.
Depends on the guy, right?
Sometimes you overlook the girl who likes you and you never know because she too shy to say it and you just sitting there.
Time out. We talk about average men. Let's talk about average men and average women real quick. the average woman still gonna get laid. Why? Because the average woman get hollered at about, let's say, 10 times a day. If she walks to the bus stop, somebody beeping, somebody tooting, somebody riding on the bike.
Not even once today. Hold on. It's about 4 o'clock.
You want to walk outside? You want to walk outside?
We can. Shit.
Okay, and I'll show you that. So I can prove that, right? Just with the average girl. Now, with the average guy, ain't no girl honking no horn. It's no girl gonna like his photo. It's no girl DMing him. It's nobody coming to that guy at all. On average, if the girl that I talk to, if she don't text me, I'm not getting a text from nobody else. Not even my dogs, right? So for a female, if I don't text you that day, meaning like whoever that guy is, you getting other text messages.
But that don't mean we like them.
It doesn't matter, but you getting to play. And that's what I'm trying to bring out. You get what I'm saying? It's you, and you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
You trying to dodge it a little bit.
That. It don't count. You got to understand when it comes, even the men sometimes, but when it comes to certain people messaging you or hitting you up or hollering at you, it don't matter. It don't, because like,
but it still count.
It don't matter though, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna look at you. I'm gonna sit here and block you. Why the fuck you keep hitting me? I just had this happen earlier. Some nigga text me. It was like, oh, let me get some tonight. Bitch, who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Get what? You want to get punched in the fucking eye for playing with me? Like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you? What the fuck made you think it was okay to hit my phone up like that? Ho? You ain't even was like, hey, I'm in town. Let me see. No, let me get some. I'm going to put my foot up your fucking ass. That's what the fuck your ass going to get. An ass whooping.
So after you finish your rant, let's go down this lane real quick.
Let's go.
Bomb. You just said that you didn't like the fact of how he texts you. Yeah. Now imagine if you text somebody, I guarantee he won't go off just like you did.
No.
I know.
A lot of motherfuckers in my phone, if I text them that, they gonna jump to the opportunity.
Exactly. And that's the point I'm proving. You get what I'm saying?
But man, it don't hit the same. God damn it. Man,
it probably doesn't to you.
Can you imagine Respucia texting you talking about let me get some?
And guess what?
You finna let her hit?
No.
Oh.
Watch this. But I guarantee you, if it's a late night
and you drunk with that
and
one eye open,
I'm drunk with the one eye open, oh, she finna give me some throat. Oh, you feel me?
Don't feel bad. That's how I end up sitting on somebody's face like a few months ago.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell you, like, and for a guy, it's different. They gonna bite at it. So I do have a light note before we end, right? So you think women are better cheaters or men?
I think it's about 50-50. Let me tell you why.
I got you.
It depends on the person, their aspect, and where they come from. I've seen some real dangerous women in my life. I've seen some real deadly men. My daddy, one of the top gals you ever fucking meet. You hear me? As one gal walk in, the next one walk out, and then I walk past each other and don't even fucking know it. You hear me? And it's like that, like to a T. Some people, it's in them. Some people, it's not. I done seen bitches make niggas shake hand and they both fucking them at the same time and they don't even know it. I've seen girls be best friends with, they sharing dick and they don't even know it. Some bitches know it and don't give a fuck. Everybody is different. So I will not say one cheater is different from the other, especially being able to sit back and watch, moving how I move, watching how other people move.
But if you had to answer the question.
I can't. It's even.
It's even.
It's even for me.
But I want you to answer the question. Stop before you go off.
I'm not going.
Okay. Thank you. But I just want you to, who you think is better? You got to think one or the other. If you had
my
an
daddy.
option. So you think men? Okay.
No. I didn't say men. I said my daddy.
I want you to answer the question. Just answer the question for me.
I can't pick
just give
one.
me. I just want you to answer the question.
I really can't pick one. I done seen. That's what I'm telling you. I done seen.
I understand what you've seen, but most women think that, and I answer the question for you because you're gonna be a whole hardhead.
Hardhead, make a soft ass.
Not even. Make your body slam.
I was about to say, what you just said, my ass ain't soft.
Oh my God, you be taking stuff way over there,
Sir.
way in another lane. Answer the question.
I honestly can't pick one because they both equally dangerous. When one is ready to do their dirt and actually do it properly, There's nothing you can do to stop them. Now, will it ever hit the sunlight? It depends the person and the other person that's involved also and how they move. Some people have never gotten caught. Some people got caught on the first move before they even got to fucking the person.
That's why I said I don't want you to go too deep because this was supposed to be a fun question.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I wanted you to choose.
I don't know. I told you it's even for me. It's 50-50.
Right. So most women believe that women are better cheaters.
I seen some dumbass women cheaters though.
Right. Because they probably careless. They don't even care. They don't care for either or, right? But I say that most women say that women are better cheaters. And this is the reason why. And I heard this before and I thought it was true. Men know how to stay in place.
Not true.
Men know how to stay in place. Okay. But most men do. Ain't talking about emotional men, right? But most men do. Why? Because us guys know we have only a certain amount of options. So we know we getting play from this chick. And she say call on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What we gonna do? We gonna call on Tuesdays and Thursdays, whatever time she say. But if I tell a man tells a woman call only on Tuesday and Thursday, when I say that they love to move the goalposts, they're not gonna listen. Even if that's why I believe in that whole I don't believe in that whole honesty thing because you're gonna always try to move the bar. That's why you got to be careful, women. Women gonna move the bar. Don't tell me what to do. Hold on. Didn't I tell you that I was in a relationship? Didn't you ask me? Don't you want honesty? Didn't you ask me if I'm in a relationship? So why you won't move accordingly? So you're trying to replace, trying to move out of place. And I learned this, and this is so true. And I don't know because you probably seen a different spectrum than I did, but I've seen that most men end up getting shot and killed over these women. You get what I'm saying? Because the women probably don't care about the guys' feelings and stuff like that. But also too, the women can play both sides. But if the girl, so going back on to what I'm saying, so playing like the woman being the player, she can get caught. You get what I'm saying? She can get caught, but most likely she won't get caught. Why? Because the guys will stay in their lane. Mm-hmm. And women, they love to move out of whatever parameter you put them in. Don't tell me not to call you. I'm calling you on Monday.
But I seen so many men be like, all right, babe, I'm good with the Tuesday and Thursday. And then they actually get to know you. And they love you like your nigga love you. And now he don't want to be in the back no more. He want to be a main nigga now. I'm going to do it better than Jerome can. He can't love you like I love you. And that nigga showing up at your job with shit, popping up at your crib with shit.
Nah, women doing that, man.
I've seen niggas do it too.
I don't disagree.
Like,
I don't disagree.
That's why I was like, it for me, it's both.
Gotcha.
You got to be careful who you play these dangerous games with.
I agree.
You got to vet who you play in these dangerous games with, especially if you're going to play the dangerous game, which is cheating to me. If you're going to find somebody who actually not just talk about it, say, okay, yeah, I'm a great side nigga, this, that, the third, and stay in their lane as a fucking side nigga or a side bitch.
But most men are just going to end up like crossing that line and saying, hey, listen, I'm a dominant, especially if they're a dominant guy. They're not going to let somebody else come in and dominate and they have to play second too. You get what I'm saying? So I do agree, but that's why I was just going off of what most women say. They are better cheaters. You get what I'm saying? But then, you know, I'm up and down with it.
I know niggas who be fucking best friends together. I fuck one best friend now, the other best friend in 2 hours, and she knows her best friend just got fucked, and she is saying shit. Come on, bro. Like it's different people. I
agree.
So like I can't say one is better than the other because I know girls who fucking the best friends too. Fucking the daddies too. What you talking about? And the grandparents. It be crazy. Homeboys that be fucking the mamas, like everybody is off the fucking wall. You can't put shit past nobody these days at all.
Crazy.
It is fucking crazy. It's crazy as hell. Like one of the last niggas who tried talking to me told me that his ex fucked his daddy. I was like, yo, daddy? And your uncle? Oh my God. Y'all hoes lose. No, they said keep it in the family, but not the daddy and the uncle, nigga. Damn.
So there y'all have it. What's the problem, right? So I was let me say it this way. So I appreciate you coming on and sharing your light on the topic at hand. Hopefully I have you back again. You probably ain't won't interview with me. You'll probably interview with T. Okay. So I do appreciate you coming through. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Make sure you throw my proper Instagram on there. I know my name is Marley Fatale, but I'm blocked off that Instagram. So follow Madison fucking Brinks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get your information. I'll post it in the description below. So I'm your boy DP. This my girl
Marley Fatale.
And we Gemini Gems. That's Geminis with the S, Gems with the Z. And what we do, we drop them gems. So,
that's my part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a few of them too.
Right. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good one. All right.